got to meet the whole staff, talk a little football.
What are your thoughts on Tomlin and that organization?
I feel like it's a great organization. We're doing some good things, and I definitely enjoy it.
What Joe Moorhead tell you about Pittsburgh?
You said,
Tell you about Pittsburgh.
actually, he didn't tell me anything about Pittsburgh.
That's surprising, knowing Joe.
I guess what have these last few months kind of been like for you going through this draft process?
I just been enjoying the process of training, just preparing myself to be at my best.
Charles, can you talk about your interest in the NFL? Do you find yourself watching teams that have struggling offensive lines, and what does that concern bring to you? Do you feel the need to help those kind of teams, or is there any specific teams you look for when you watch the NFL?
When I do watch the NFL, I just watch like the offensive linemen. That's like my main focus when I do watch it, and I definitely feel like I can come in and help any organization.
Is there any offensive lineman that you watch in the NFL that you try to model your game after?
I watch a lot of guys. Tyron Smith, Elton Jenkins, Trent Williams. I'm probably missing some guys. It's just a lot of great guys in the league I can take something from.
What was it like for you, I guess, being part of an air raid offense, and how much do you think that kind of helped your pass blocking skills?
Playing in the air raid offense, I definitely feel like it helped my pass blocking a lot.
How much have you kind of been able to kind of work on the run block? And I know you guys kind of ran it a bit more as the season went on, but how much were you kind of able to work on that, and do you feel like you could showcase that a bit this week?
We worked on a pretty good amount. Also, when I was training, we worked on that a lot also.
Charles, so with being in the Mike Leach offense, the stigma is that obviously you guys are great pass protectors, but not as good as well as run blockers. Compared to other tackles in this class, how do you answer that question? People saying that I'm just as good, if not better, as a run blocker as the other guys here.
Watch film. I say watch the film.
Charles, what position do you see yourself at, right side, left side in the NFL?
Can you say it one more time?
Do you see yourself as a left tackle or right tackle in the NFL?
I definitely feel like I can play tackle on either side. I feel like I can play all 5 positions, honestly.
Do you have any dope?
Can you say it one more time?
Have you had any contact with them? What do you know about them? When you like talking to a guy like Lamar Jackson?
I have a formal. I actually missed it due to medical. But I am gonna reschedule it, and I definitely love to play with Lamar Jackson.
You'd like to play with Kyler Murray?
I definitely love to play with Kyler Murray too.
What do you think separates you from the other tackles in this class about your game?
Definitely my athleticism, and I feel like I have a great IQ of the game.
Have you met with the Jets or the Giants?
I met with the Jets. I believe I meet with the Giants later on today.
Any specifics from the Jets meeting, and do you think you could handle New York?
I definitely feel like I can handle the work.
What did training with Duke Manyweather help you out with?
Definitely help build my IQ of the game, work on my technique, and definitely pay attention to the small details.
Charles, do you look at the competition in the draft at your position, and where do you think you rate, and how important is it to you to go higher than maybe other people?
I compete with myself. I just try to work as hard as I can to be the best version of myself.
Charles, you have put added mass to your frame and really grown in your body during your time at Mississippi State. Have teams talked to you about adding more mass to your frame as you transition from college to the pros?
They really haven't, but I feel like I can gain the extra 10 pounds. That'll definitely help me in my game.
Do you have a weight that you want to play at in the NFL?
310, 315. Like that'd be a good weight.
Do you have any numbers here you want to put up this week?
I have some goals set. I have a couple goals set that I want to reach in the 40.
Which would be?
Speak it into existence.
You gotta say it.
My goal for the 40 is a 4.8.
And on bench?
On bench, I'm actually doing my bench at Pro Day.
Charles, one of the reports on you is basically you're just a great athlete. How much do you kind of lean on that athleticism in terms of being a really good offensive lineman?
I feel like my athleticism really helps me in the pass game, in the run game, and playing in space. So I feel like that's a big part of my game also.
Your coaches and teammates at Mississippi State always talked about your footwork and how good that was for you. I mean, what kind of goes into having good footwork as an offensive lineman?
I was just being consistent with my steps. I feel like we did ladder drills, like the warm-up, like before the weight room, and I feel like they helped a great lot also.
Obviously, you opted out of the Liberty Bowl this year. What kind of went into that decision, and what kind of work were you able to do kind of preparing for the NFL while you were away?
It was a business decision for me, and it also helped me start training a little earlier than a lot of players.
Charles, who's the best player that you went up against this season?
The best player I went up against, I feel like gave me the best game was Sam Williams from Ole Miss.
What was it like blocking for Will Rogers this year? Yesterday, Mekhi Polk said that Will has a good chance of going to the NFL, being a good NFL prospect in the coming years.
I definitely agree. Will is a great quarterback. He's a great leader. He's definitely QB1.
Mekhi said that he considered himself the best wide receiver in the class. Would you back that up? And what do you think?
I mean, watch his film. Well, look at the tape. He definitely one of the top receivers in his draft players.
Hey Charles, how much are you paying attention to the mock drafts out there in terms of projecting where you're going to go, and do you have an expectation for how high you'll get drafted?
I don't look at it. Actually, my brother and my sister, they show it to me a lot, but I really don't pay too much attention.
What do you want teams to know about you?
I'm a great athlete. I'm a great pass blocker. Everything I have, everything I can do, I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna do 100% of everything I do.
What's it mean for you, I guess, to be on this stage and be preparing for the NFL draft?
It's a blessing. It's a dream of mine just to be here. I'm just so thankful for the opportunity.
How did you become an offensive lineman? What drew you to that position?
I've been playing offensive line since I was like in the 6th grade, like from Pee-wee to middle school to high school.
Just because you were big, or was there something that you liked about it?
I started out playing just because I was a big guy. I grew to love it, just the physicality and how you play offensive line.
You mentioned Sam Williams. You've obviously faced guys like Will Anderson too. And what was it like for you, I guess, being an offensive lineman in the SEC, and how much do you feel like that prepared you for the next level?
Playing in the SEC, you're gonna see great pass rushers, great players like week to week. So I really feel like it helped me get ready.
You mentioned that you can play all 5 positions on the offensive line. What kind of value do you think that brings with versatility?
It brings a great value being able to play all 5 positions.
I guess why is it so important to you that you can move around the line and play the positions?
At the end of the day, I just want to play football. It doesn't matter if I play guard, tackle, center. I just want to be on the field.
Have you worked any at center?
I have not recently.
Is there anything else you're going to be taking just to the pro day besides the bench press?
9 times 10, I believe I plan on doing everything here, so I just plan on doing my bench press in my offensive line drills in my pro day.